Hi guys, this is Peter from Arandan. In the patch notes today we're going to look at a triple bass line that I'm using on my most recent track. You can find the link in the description. Triple bass, that's right, so start your double bass back into the closet and join me on the modular side. Okay, I think you kind of get the point. So what we're looking at is three bass lines. Two of them are coming out of this twin waves and the other one is a resonant filter which is on the side here. I'm going to zoom in on that bit a bit later. The input for the resonant filter, just to show you that first, is actually this little crazy module, well, big crazy module from Error, and it gives you this funny noise. So that's the input sound, just to make the resonance of the filter a bit more noisy. Now, what is the sound that we're hearing through the clavis? The right side, it's this one, which is distorted, and the other one is a multiple sawtooth. And what I'm actually doing is, with these little buttons, you can influence how much each one is influencing the other one. And as you can hear, there's not much happening on the first oscillator when I change this, but on this one, it's pretty flat like this. And I crank it up. So I'm sending these two out with these cables to the mixer here, and then send them onto a filter, which is another part of the rack that I'm going to zoom in now. So here we are with the filter in view. Let's give it a kick off. So with this one I'm changing the offset of the veils here, which is actually the input coming from MS-22 filter. The MS-22 filter is filtering the sound from the error instruments module that I mentioned, and it's set in a very high resonance. So I can do lots of crazy stuff with it, which we'll actually use in a different way later on. Go. Now I'm using the resonance in a funny way here. If you change the resonance, it actually changes the frequency of the sound as well. Of course, if you go unresonant, then you can hear the noise from the error instruments module. I've done is I've set the resonance in such a way that this little lightning bolt here indicates more or less where I have to be to get the right frequency. So let's check with the frequency of the other ones, which are voltage octave controlled, to see if I'm right. To do that, I'm actually passing the twin waves through this Ikarie filter. So I'm crank this one up. Yeah, pretty close, fair enough. It's a noisy track anyway, so it doesn't have to be 100%. Now, as I said, I have two voices out for the twin waves. That's the peak one, that's the sawtooth one. I'm not using them at the same time. I start like this in the track, to give it some grit, and I reduce this one, bringing in the other one. And it's doing a funny little thing now where it goes a bit unharmonic and then goes back to a more stable state. What you can't really see here, because the screen is too bright, is the Zadar is actually controlling the voltage per octave of one of the two channels of the twin waves. So I set it to very low voltage, just 0.10 volt, and that's enough to bend it up, let's say by about 2 semitones, which it gives this crazy unharmonious thing, which is kind of what you want in a noise track from time to time. Now obviously the Ikarie being a very nice complex filter, you can do lots of nice stuff with it. I'm actually patching the signal follower into the voltage per octave here as well, so you have some gives a bit of an irregular tune to it. Set the resonance all the way up. You can really do that. This one is to make it go left to right. Input from this one is coming from an orbit 3. Going that far in my track, I'm keeping it, let's say, more civilized, so that it fits the track. And then later in the track I mix back in the other drone and take out the noisy peak one from the twin waves channel 2. You can hear the two voices just deviate a little bit from each other. Crank this one up again if I like to play around with this one a little bit. I want to stay clear of it because I'm using it for another purpose, which you'll see in the next video. Also do notice that I'm actually putting this up higher than the actual frequency. I think that's low pass filter or a high pass filter, even though it says spread. Lots of drones, just add them all in and get some craziness going.